Gentlemen, how's my hair? I'm kidding. Of course it looks good, but I do need a haircut. Actually, I'm not quite in need, but I'm gonna get one today anyway. Here's the deal. Gentlemen, welcome back to the Tiege Hanley Starting a Business, Building Brand Vlog. This one, big number 357. So in case you missed, don't be sour, the interview I did, the 2-hour interview I did with Max Tuning, we're gonna link to it down below. That episode was epic. I talk a lot about Tiege Hanley. It's 2 hours long. If you wanna hear specifically about the Tiege stuff, it starts at around like minute 55, 56, so fast forward through all this stuff about me personally and get there if you're just interested in business. But literally from like that point on until the end of it, it is all business, all entrepreneurship. I talk a lot about all of my businesses. I dive into the numbers in terms of how much revenue we're doing, the plan and the strategy for all of them, and it's just an awesome vlog and interview. Also, I just want to say, I'm going to go get my haircut today. The reason is because we hired a barber, our first barber at Salon Posta. And so I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to go test him, try him out, get a haircut, bring you, and actually talk a little bit to him. If that sounds good, drop it. And do I have everything? Look, it's a wreck. I was filming videos. I'm testing out a new concept for a new series on the FM YouTube channel. I filmed 2 episodes today. It's called Should Men. Like, should men X, Y, and Z? The first episode just dropped this morning. I want to just test it, and so whoa, it's bright. It's a new series and concept that I came up with called Should Men, where basically the short video is like 5 minutes, right? And we talk about, or I answer questions and give my opinion that kind of we as guys face. And the first one that I'm starting with was just one that I was like, you know what, this is something that I think we need to talk about. And it's, should men tell the truth when they first meet someone and get ready to hook up? Should they tell them the truth in terms of their body count or how many people they've slept with? I give my opinion, and it's a great video. I also filmed the second one, and that is, should you admit when you cheat? I got some other ones lined up. Does that sound good? Does it sound like a good series? I think it does. Oh, I'm driving my BMW. Mom car back in the house. I gotta be honest. I filmed the video about my wife's new car. And if you missed it, it's on the FM YouTube channel. I'm giving you all sorts of videos that we're gonna need to link to down below. My wife, her new car came in. It's a Range Rover. I swore that I would never, ever, 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 ever own another Range Rover. And then she was like, but I love it. And I'm like, but I love you, but this car sucks and I don't want to buy one. And but that's what she wanted. And so hopefully the second one we get will not be a lemon. The first one, I felt like it was a little lemony, right? Lots of problems. And the thing, and the reason why it sucks so bad is that every time something would go wrong, I'd have to go down the Range Rover and get it fixed. And it would take like hours, and I'd have to drop it off. And it happened like 5 times, like 5 times within like a year. Like, it was insane. But anyway, she got the new car. She loves it. We ordered it 10 months ago. It took forever to get because of, you know, all of the supply chain issues. Anyway, I was on a list and we ended up getting it, and she loves it. It's a great car. It's very sexy. And hopefully it doesn't have a lot of problems. So far, so good. But you know, she's happy, and that's all that matters. A few other updates. What other updates do I have? Oh, today, helical piers, I talked about them a few vlogs ago, are going down. And so, do you wanna run by there real quick and see what a helical pier looks like? Hopefully they're putting them in. Apparently their truck broke down on the way, but yeah, let's go do that before I go get my haircut. Quick house update. Everything is actually starting to move. We got all the dirt situated. We got the plant situated. We are getting ready to do the footers. And the way that we're doing this house, because of the way that it's situated and the fact that we're building up the backyard, we're having to do and build the foundation and the walls in stages. Because the way that it works, you've got, actually, I'll explain a little bit more when I'm over there, but essentially, it takes time for the concrete to cure, and you can't backfill against it until it's cured. The curing takes like 2 weeks. And so because the house is kind of shaped like a U, we've got to have access to bring in dirt to the back corner of the property to build it up and to lift it up, because the backyard, as we've talked about, is going to be street level. And so we can only do like one section of the retaining, or not the retaining wall, the foundation. So that's what's happening. And then once that's backfilled, we'll do the next section, and then we'll backfill, and then the next section, and we should be done. Unfortunately, we're not gonna start framing until basically January. It's gonna take that long, about 3.5 months, to get all of the walls poured and the property backfilled and the pool dug. But the good news is that once we start, it's gonna be pretty much smooth sailing, and we're not gonna run into any technical hiccups, hopefully. And so things are moving forward with that, which is great. Something else that we're looking to do, I'm just giving you all sorts of stuff. I think I mentioned this in one of the vlogs a few weeks ago. Salon Posta, we're getting ready, I think, to try to expand and into another business, and it's gonna be a med spa. So we've been kind of doing our research, our due diligence, looking at the locations. We're not gonna be buying a location or a building like we did last time, but the cool thing about the med spa, and maybe next week I'll talk a little bit more about that and why it's a potential good business, but things are going down, things are happening. You wanna see a helical pier? It's super, I think it's cool, but I think everything's cool about this, right? So here it is, right? These are what are called footers, all right? They basically dig out the ground, they lay it all out, and then they trench down. And the whole idea, and the reason why we've got to do these helical piers, is because of the bad soil. And so the way that it works, there's this machine right there that drills these helical piers down into the ground. 7-foot lengths in terms of these pipes. And then when they hit a certain kip, they actually cut it, cap it, and then when tomorrow they come in to actually pour the concrete footers, they're gonna do like all the rebar and the wire, but the plate and that footer, or I should say the helical pier, gets tied into the concrete. So essentially the house is on stilts. So here it is. This machine is turning this pipe. It's on the bottom, that looks like a metal corkscrew. And then there's this little readout that goes around. So right here, we need to hit 35 kips. It's basically like PSIs, right? Right now, and basically like the readout will say like 3.5. Once it hits 3.5, we stop, we cut it, we cap it, and then we tie the footer or the concrete into or basically connect the helical pier to the footer. So essentially, the house will almost be on stilts. Right now, 1.1. Right, we got to keep going. When this gets down, right, 7 feet, they'll remove it, they'll attach another 7-foot length and keep going. Typically, when we did the tests, the depth was around like 12 to like 20 feet we would have to go. And the way that you're charged is basically by linear foot. So every foot this goes down, on each one, you're charged like 20 bucks. 39. We're there. And then it's just, you know, a few more to do today. But anyway, just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. Things are going, well, I should say things are starting to go, which is exciting. And so the progress now will start to be happening a little bit faster. But anyway, now gentlemen, let's go get my haircut and talk to the new barber at Salon Posta. All right, so I'm kind of excited. I'm also a little bit nervous. Whenever I go to somebody different for my hair, I always am a little bit like, is it gonna be good? But honestly, Steven isn't real great at fading and blending, if I'm being honest. Barbers are much better at blending and basically fading hair, and so I figure it'll grow back, but let's give it a shot. What's up? How's Zach doing?
Okay, I guess. I've just been doing stuff in the office all day.
What's up, Avery? Woo, look at that hair. What's up, man? Yeah, the hair looks good. All new. What's going on, Zach?
Sorry for the hair.
Zach? Say it, everybody.
What's up?
Look at that hair. Look at that stash.
Hey, been working on it, man. Been working on it.
Yeah, we got to get you a proper setup over here.
Yeah.
Proper setup.
Yeah, he said the stuff is on back order.
Okay, yeah. Everything's on back order.
Yeah, he even wanted to get a different mirror. I told him I didn't mind the mirror though.
We'll figure something. We'll see. Yeah. We're weird about the aesthetic. So yeah, we just got to get all this whole station situation.
Yeah, this was just like, they said it's a temporary thing. I was
all
like,
right.
I need something to put the hot towel
station on. All right. temporary setup here. We're working on it, but how's everything been so far?
Oh, it's wonderful. Like, I'm glad to be part of the family, man.
We're glad to have you. I'm glad that I don't have to go to Steven for haircuts anymore. All right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee, and then I'll be back up here to get my due did. Guys, if you want to book an appointment with Zach, when you call Salon Posta, go to salonposta.com, whatever. If you're in the Marietta area, now we have a barber so that you don't have to go to him. What? And while you're here getting your hair cut by Zach or any of the other amazing stylists at Salon Posta, you can come and check out our incredible assortment of Pete and Pedro products, which you know by now are the best. Anyway, super exciting. Thanks for being here. Anyway, here's the plan. I got a phone and I'm gonna be getting a haircut, and so I figured why not answer some of your business questions from last vlog while I'm getting my haircut. That sounds good? Actually, if that doesn't sound good, that's what's happening. All right, I'm gonna improvise. Little stool to set the camera on. All right, Zach, let's talk. All right, you sit down. I wanna ask you a few questions. Sit down. Is that better? All right, yeah.
Which one you wanted, on the lower?
Top one. Zach, have a seat, sir. All right, so this is Zach. Zach, this is everybody.
Hello.
All right, so Zach, what is, where's your background? What do you do? How long have you been barbering and styling and cutting and all that?
So I've been cutting hair off and on for about since 2014.
Okay.
I just started, went into shops, loved the whole filling, just giving back, like making people happy. To me, it was just like learning things from all walks of life, and then it came to the realization, hey, this is an art form. I've always wanted to do something artistic in my
Obviously.
life. Yeah.
All right, so let me show you, actually, Zach, let me show you how tight I typically like the sides of my hair. Cool? All right, so one of the things, guys, that we've talked about before is when you go in to see a new stylist or a new barber, make sure that you're prepared, right? Just going in and being like, I don't know, do whatever, is not gonna help them give you the best cut possible. And so for me, whenever I go in, I like to basically show pictures of hairstyles or when I've had it cut, you know, right after I've had it cut, that I like the length. So right there, that's how tight I want it kind of on the side, right? This was a recent cut of mine right there. Yeah, not bald. These ears, they don't handle bald, but that's fairly tight, right?
Yeah, that's about starting off half as the shortest length.
Okay.
So we'll go from there and just blend upward.
Okay, cool. And then my head is shaped weird. There we go. That's where. Cool. I'm also a control freak when it comes to my hair cutting experience, apparently. What? All right, do you like our aprons? All right, our capes. All right, Zach, so the deal is, this is actually, let me get a video real quick. Gentlemen, I'm here with Zach, the newest member of Salon Posta. Guys, I'm gonna link to him in terms of his Instagram right there, also Salon Posta. When you're in the Marietta or Atlanta area and you wanna come get your due did, gentlemen, we've just officially elevated and upgraded our game. You ready, Zach?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So now, guys, some of your amazing business questions. If you have a business question, down below, start it with business question and ask your question. Every week we try to get to a few of them. The first business question comes from our friend Marcel Pum, which I'm bad. Zach, I'm really bad with names.
Me too.
Me too. All right. So how much money was the initial capital for the businesses? The gym, Alpha M Image Consulting, Alpha M YouTube, Pete and Pedro, Tiege Hanley, Fashion Anchor, Enemy, etc. If you know other expenses, please let us know. As I remember, Max Sour Strips was $30,000, David's app was $50,000. Thanks. All right, so to be more clear, Max's Sour Strips were actually $50,000 for the opening inventory. Now, that doesn't include, or maybe it does, how much it costs to basically, you know, just get, you know, warehousing and equipment and everything you need. So, running down this, Alpha M YouTube channel was basically nothing. It was a video camera that my wife gave me for Christmas one year. Pete and Pedro was $3,000. That was the opening inventory. I bought 96 units of 5 different products. I also bought a little Dymo label printer for my shipping labels, but it was basically really, really inexpensive to start that one. Tiege Hanley was $176,000. Kelly was the one that initially invested that money. Since then, we have never raised any additional capital at Tiege Hanley. The fashion anchor was like nothing. Enemy was around probably 90 to 100,000, but the reason why it was that much was 45,000 of it was the website or the URL enemy.com. And that's pretty much it. The next business question comes from our friend Bob Zules. He says, Aaron, why don't you diversify your videos to some daily vlogs and some help videos? The organic content like these vlogs are more engaging and would produce more click-through. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm experimenting, and that's kind of what I'm doing currently with a lot of these different initiatives and video ideas. And I'm having fun. Marnie is coming into town from the Wing Girl Method. She's coming into town in 2 weeks. We're gonna film a new series called Chick Magnet that I'm really excited about. And so I'm trying to do more stuff, do more sort of organic content. The series that I just started today, the Men Should series, another example of sort of just stepping a little bit outside of the box and trying some different things as opposed to the, you know, listicle type videos on the Alpha M YouTube channel. But vlogging is one of those things where I enjoy it, but it's a commitment, right? It's all day. And that's one of the things that's a little bit tough for me because I've got so many different businesses, so many different things that I'm trying to do. For me to basically have a camera running around with me, I'm always thinking about like angles or taking shots as opposed to what I need to be thinking about. And so the vlogs take a lot more work, a lot more time, a lot more energy. And, you know, so I'll do them once in a while, but not a ton. But great question, and thanks for asking. I didn't realize how hard it would be to answer business questions while keeping my head still so I don't get jacked up. Zach, how am I doing? Am I moving too much?
No, I got you covered, man.
All right.
Like a little more oomph right there, like to pop up a little more?
I usually will just kind of finger just to give it a little bit of separation.
Okay.
But no, it looks, it looks.
Yeah, and then of course we're gonna add some putty in there to style it.
Yeah, it looks good. Not bad, Zach, not bad. Now let's see what you can do on the sides.
We're gonna go mid, basically that's how it showed in the picture.
Okay.
So we're just gonna follow that.
Okay. The next business question is from our friend Addison Everett. He says, do you recommend as a creator to monetize as soon as possible with affiliates, sponsors, etc., even if they aren't great fits? Or wait as long as possible to monetize to put energy into growth? So what I would worry about when you're just starting in terms of being a creator is just focus on making content, getting an audience, getting your voice. You know, don't worry about making money. That'll come. But the first thing and most important thing is for you to actually do a good job or just to connect and find your customer and audience. When that happens, then you can start to monetize it. I don't think it's a good idea to take products that aren't a good fit. I think it's better to wait, build your brand, build your message, and then when the time is right or the right product or fit comes up, then grab a sponsorship. And then it's also a lot easier to make money from the affiliates and the sponsorship at that time. Focus first on building your brand and your business. And the last business question is from our friend Caesar. He says, when does the switch flip? And basically it's a long question, so I'm just gonna paraphrase. When does the switch flip in terms of being an entrepreneur to a CEO of your business? When do you stop worrying about introducing new businesses and just focus on the growth of the existing business? You know, for me, I will always consider myself an entrepreneur. I like looking, I like doing, I like trying a lot of different things. That being said, you know, I still have the ability to focus on growing, you know, my businesses. For me, what do I say? You know, I'm part owners in Tiege Hanley, but I'm also the technical CEO of Pete and Pedro, Salon Posta. There are a lot of different businesses and interest in entities that I have. And so for me, it's never I don't care to be a CEO. That doesn't get me excited. Certain people really like calling themselves certain things. Titles have never mattered to me. Doing cool shit that I love does, and so hopefully I'll continue to be able to do that. But great question. Guys, if you have a business question down below, please start with business question, and next week we'll get to more of them. All right, spin me, Zach. Ooh. Don't spin so fast. Hold on, back it up. Yeah, man. Looks good. Looks awesome. Ooh, yes, sir. Zach, Steven is officially fired. You're the man. Can I book my next appointment?
Of course, anytime you need.
Another pro tip. Before you leave, after getting your hair cut, I want you to book your next session so that you don't like get all like funky and like messed up. That's one of the big mistakes a lot of guys make. They wait until they need a haircut, then they book it. By that point, it's like 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, a week later, and you don't look as sexy, as fresh as you should. Gentlemen, that's where we're wrapping things up. As always, we love you more than our double monk strap shoes. Zach. That's what I'm talking about. Later.